Here with head sprint football coach Michael Mannetti as the Eagles round out the 2012 season this Saturday at Franklin Pierce. Coach, let's just take a look back at last week. 13-6 overtime win, your second overtime win of the season at Cornell. Just recount that game and maybe what Cornell did to stymie you offensively with the just 13 points.
You know, I mean, it was a great game. Not necessarily an exciting game as a coach because you're always on your toes, but you know, Cornell's a good football team. There's no doubt about it. They've been a landmark in the league for years, and they did a great job taking away some of the things that we do well, making us do some things that we're not used to get around what we had to you know, get the win. I mean, you know, a little bit of luck. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good. I think that happened at the end. Their kicker is phenomenal. You know, I believe he's a 3-year all-conference kicker, and you know, 99 out of 100 of those at the end of the game he makes. And you know, we did a couple things, you know, to try to make the angle a little difficult for them, and it ended up working out for us in our favor. They're a good football team. You know, defensively, I thought we played outstanding, as we have been, you know, during the stretch of our wins. You know, we held them a -5 yards rushing. They threw the ball a little bit on us, but you know, I'll let a team throw for a couple hundred yards on us if we held them to, you know, nothing on the ground. That's exactly the type of defense that we preach here and what we like to see done well, and that's exactly what happened last week. Offensively, you know, I don't want to say that we, you know, took a step back. I just think we dominated the game. I thought statistically we just couldn't put the ball in the end zone. A couple mistakes here and there, and Cornell did a good job of doing what they do.
Earlier you mentioned the kicking game. Your kicker, Peter Cleary, named CSFL Special Teams Player of the Week after he converted 2 nearly 30-yard field goals last week. Talk about his performance and what he did to help you guys to victory.
Pete's been great. You know, he's been great. You know, we've been lucky to have him. He kicks from 40, sometimes even 50 in pregame practice all the time. You know, under simulated conditions. I think he missed a 49-yarder on Friday night, but you know, he had the leg for it. He just hit it wide left. So, you know, he's a big part of this program. He's huge. Having a kicker, you can ask any football coach in any brand of football, is humongous. I mean, to know that you're going to get that extra point all the time is humongous. You know, and then when you're able to get inside the 30-yard line, to know that you can get 3 points is even bigger. So he's been great. You know, well deserving of that award. You know, even though we had one blocked and he did miss one during the game, when it counted, he hit him at the end of the game, and the extra point in overtime was huge as well.
Shifting gears this week to Franklin Pierce, your first all-time matchup, the Ravens in year 1. A little bit of a game within the game here. Pete Ewald, former head coach, your predecessor, is guiding the ship up at Franklin Pierce. Talk about maybe what this game means to the guys who've been here since year 1. You know, the guys who were brought in by Ewald and kind of have developed this program over the last 3 years. It's
a big game. You know, there's definitely a lot more emotion this week in practice. Of course, it's been a shortened week with the storm and whatnot, but you know, the guys have, you know, they've talked about it. They've been talking about this for a few weeks now, and not that they look by anybody else, but you know, it's a big week. A lot more emotion than you would normally see. You know, I don't think it's necessarily a hate thing by any means. I think it's just they want to prove something to Coach Ewald that they're a good football team. And you know, I'm sure up at Franklin Pierce they're saying the same thing. I'm sure Coach Ewald is preaching the same thing to his guys. So you know, it's gonna be a good game. I could see, you know, they're the same type of offense that we are. They like to keep the ball on the ground, throw when they have to, you know, run the clock. We're gonna continue to do the same things that we do to try to take care of business and finish the season 5-2.
It's rivalry week in the CSFL, the inaugural Talon Cup on the line. What are the keys to success this week up at Franklin Pierce and bringing back that Talon Cup?
I think just, you know, doing what we've been doing. We're not going to change our game plan. You know, just like when we went into Cornell last week, we went in with the same attitude as the prior 3. We're going to continue to do what we do until you make us change. And Cornell did that a little bit last week. We're going to go right at Franklin Pierce the way we've been going at every team, and if we have to adjust, we'll adjust. You know, defensively, we're going to continue to do what we do. You know, and that's dominate the line of scrimmage as best we can, and let our linebackers make some plays, and you know, play good ball in the secondary. And you know, we've been solid defensively during this 4-game stretch. So, you know, and offensively, we've been solid up until last week. We, stumbled a little bit, but we still played well offensively. So we're just going to continue to do what we do, play post-university football, and hope for the best, and hopefully we're the team that comes out on top.
Coach, thanks for the time. Good luck in the inaugural Talon Cup this Saturday against Franklin Pierce.
Thank you.